finger up to my lip for quiet and say, and I hold up 2 fingers and point inside of the house.
Not familiar yet with Rigby's hand signals. I assume there's 2 bathing beauties inside, knickers on the floor and whatnot, so I immediately advance there.
Sure thing.
I know what's on Rigby's mind always.
I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3 on my hands and then wave everyone in.
Yeah, these are basically the 2 goblins, and they have no clue that you're here. Now, what you can do is as you start to walk into the Nesper home, you can give me a stealth check, because you are trying to be,
I'll do the same too, Dave, because I figure we're on like a peeping mission now. All right, so yeah. I don't even know if my stealth rolled. Oh yeah, it did. I didn't roll it in the tower. I'm sorry. I'm kind of on Rigby's coattails, if you will.
He indicated quiet. Drave is not the most quiet person, so he's gonna hang back for now.
But what I see are no bathing beauties. I see 2 fucking goblins with damn pumpkins on their heads. I look at Rigby like, what the f I got the what face on.
Yeah, these things are just totally oblivious, and they're just bonking into the wall, bonking into each other, bonking. They're kind of stumbling back, and they're trying to. Their arms are out. They're trying to touch one another. They're trying to tag. Who speaks Goblin here?
I do.
Does.
Yeah, Rigby. You can hear him saying, "Tag, you're it." No, Tag, you're it. And they're saying that in Goblin. They're saying, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." They're just being silly Goblin. They're just being little. Their brains are about the size of a ball bearing, so they're just having fun. So you get, you got the element of surprise on these things, so you can exploit that if you wish. You can attack them. You can do whatever you want.
Holding weapons, Dave, or what?
No, they're not holding any
Yeah,
weapons.
they're just goofing off, right?
They're just messing around. Yeah.
I
mean, they do have weapons.
Them,
they have bows slung over their shoulders, and they have small goblin-sized scimitars and stuff. But
I'm going to, as we're looking at this scene, I'm going to slowly get my rope out of my satchel. And,
sure.
I'm going to skirt the wall and get close to one of them. I'm going to participate in this game in my old-fashioned way. I want to kind of get up to one and kind of trip him, but a hard trip and with kind of like a leg sweep that tied into it. I want to just put him on the ground. Prone.
Sure.
And I'm going to tag one of them with the butt of my short sword, try to knock him out.
You're going to go through the pumpkin?
Through the pumpkin, yeah.
I'm going to split the pumpkin and clock him right in the head.
So do you guys do this at the same time, or?
I'm sure we crouch up to him at the same time.
We're walking in unison together up to the goblins.
Sure. You get snuck right up to them. They bounce off of the back wall. They bounce off of each other. You guys do this simultaneously. Rigby, you crack right through that pumpkin. Bonk. He had no clue what was going on. Nix, you trip this pumpkin. His head hits the floor. The big old pumpkin head shatters, and he sees you, and he says, "Uh-oh!" And he goes to grab his scimitar.
I gotta pile onto him, David.
Okay, you want to grapple him? Get on there and grapple him?
I tripped him, so I'm just gonna jump on top of him.
Sure, wrestle on a sack of potatoes, huh?
I'm not a pro wrestler yet. I don't know any moves or anything, but I'm just gonna try and throw my weight on him and look at Rigby as I'm doing this.
Well, I'll give you advantage, so you can go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage.
Is that what I need to do? A strength
Absolutely,
check?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a check with disadvantage because he had no clue what was going on. You're no wrestler, so I'm going to at least give him a chance to kind of defend himself a little bit, you know what I mean?
Oh God, there's a crit.
Wow, nice crit.
Well, I mean, I caught him completely off guard.
And,
He's
you
got
know,
a fucking pumpkin on his head, you know.
I'd love to do a critical strike roll for you, but
yeah,
seeing
it's
that
not
the
happening, it's not
SoundCloud was repoed, I mean, I can't do that anymore, so...
It's on the back of a wrecker truck now.
Wah, wah, wah.
Getting hauled to the impound. Yeah.
There's only one sad trombone going out now, and that's to that company. We won't name any names or anything, but it is kind of sad and funny at the same time.
So yeah, Dave. Well, I mean, this goes off without a hitch. Better than expected.
It does, yeah.
I mean, I've got my foot in front of him or behind him, and I push him. You know, kind of like when somebody squats behind somebody and you push them backwards and they follow their ass. But I do it with my leg, and because he's a little short fella, I knock him over, and then I kind of like grab his arms. I've got him face down. The pumpkin has shattered, as you said, on his head. He sees me. You know, he's struggling, but I've got his hands, and I've got my full weight, which isn't a lot, but it's more than a goblin.
I mean, you're the Prince of Darkness. That weighs a lot itself. I mean,
exactly.
Wow.
The weight of the evil in my soul is pressing down upon me. Exactly that.
That's weight enough, Willie.
Exactly. You make a fine point there.
So what are you doing as you have this goblin subdued?
I'm kind of like, quickly detangling the rope from my shoulder and kind of trying to fasten his hands together at least. Okay. I don't know these bathhouse slip knots or anything, but which is kind of why I'm looking at Rigby. You know,
After I finish clocking this one, I can move over and help Nix with tying up his goblin.
All right, so yeah, Draven and Rigby, you hear that it seems like this thing went off without a hitch as well. So
okay, at this point, I will actually finally go in now.
Okay, yeah, and you see pretty much Nix full mount on one of these goblins.
It's not what you think, there, Raven. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Other goblin sawing logs. He's out cold. You know, a couple of shattered pumpkins on the floor. You know, the rest of the inside of this home is nothing's been damaged, but everything's been, you know, pilfered and
turned over and
pillaged
gone through,
and ransacked and everything else. So,
well, why, Nix? I'm not thinking anything. Absolute innocent look on my face. Nothing at all, really.
We're gonna have to stop at the coster for some more rope here, guys.
We're running low, aren't we?
Do we want to leave these here or lug them over with the rest of them in the temple?
It's best to have all our eggs in one basket, don't you think, Rigby?
Yep, we'll finish tying up the other one and let's go. Let's throw one over the shoulder and take them over to the temple real quick.
This thing is a lot heavier than it looks. Draven, a hand here, if you will.
No, Lord of Darkness, you're so powerful. Go ahead and carry it. You seem to be perfectly capable.
And there's another sack of loot over by the door and a pouch. As you pick up one of the goblins, the one that's subdued, he says, "Hey, that's Flick's pouch. That Flick pouch. That mine."
He's saying this is common. Who the devil is Flick?
I'm Flick. He's Blick.
Flick and Blick, you are our prisoners now. And what is yours is ours. Whosever's it was before, it shall be returned to them.
I don't like you.
Well, it's in the bag, Draven. Since you don't have your goblins in hand like we do.
Couple of things. There's a beautiful tinderbox, and then there is a small little box that has a smoking pipe and some pipe weed and stuff.
Whoa. I know a certain cleric that would love to get his hands on that.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, alright. You gotta
a
grab
deck
that
of
stuff.
cards inside of the box.
Oh god,
Cards,
Oh no, there's not inside there. Alright, so yeah, I kind of
yeah.
hoist this goblin up, visibly perspiring, Draven, by the way. Yeah.
Breathing hard.
This is not a light load for me, Despite my demonic ancestry, I don't have the physical strength required to lift and toss about goblins all day like some half-orc or paladin, if you will. I'm not trying to name any names, Draven.
I love it. Alright, so you guys get the two goblins Blick and Flick.
Yeah.
Flick
Just go carry
being
them back to the church.
Yeah, you carry him back to the church with the other two goblins. You get them subdued, tied up.
And as we're heading
stuffed with
back
the other
there,
ones.
I mentioned, I wonder if we should take some of the pumpkin and the squash back to Kella as a thank you for making breakfast.
Ooh.
I've got my hands full of goblin, if you haven't noticed. If you want to grab some squash and pumpkins, by all means, have at it.
Somehow I feel this is Gobby's way of like subtly be like, if we bring this back to her, she'll fix it for us to eat.
You
That's the
may
kind of person
enjoy
she is.
that,
Okay.
but she did make us breakfast. Is it not an appropriate thank you?
She seems to be a deft hand in the kitchen as well. Surely she's got some sort of man she waits on hand and foot at some destination or whatever. Let her serve us in the nonce. Yes, go ahead and collect some of these vegetables. Yes.
All right.
Squash.
Spend a
and
couple of
pumpkin
minutes,
pie,
get some
yeah.
pumpkins and squash, and you take them over to the inn. Also,
Right next
I remember
door.
you guys were talking about taking, when you went back over to the other side, you wanted to take care of Krusk with that smell good.
I'll
No.
dab some perfume on Krusk after we drop the goblin all day, of course. Yeah.
Poor Krusk,
It'll be
he's
the
not here
best
to
half
defend
orc
himself.
barber.
At least he knows when he comes back and plays next week. When he wakes up, he's going to smell like a French whorehouse. That's going to be great.
I'm gonna be sure to daub it on all the appropriate places, on his neck and in his inner wrist and everything. He's gonna be suitable for courtship, if you will.
All right, sounds good. You've taken care of it. He smells. He's the best smelling orc in all of Faerun.
Right. Anything's better than that fetid, rotting smell that he used to emanate.
Yeah, but you didn't make him bathe. You just put it over top of the smell, so now we have this mixture. Thanks a lot.
Draven, I am not 100% certain that bathing will remove the odor that he emanates, to be honest with you. I think bathing just exacerbates.
We'll probably have to bathe and burn the clothing.
He wakes up and says, "Really?" and goes back to bed.
He
Really?
farts, of course.
To keep it in the true spirit of
Acid, exactly.
Lord being here. Really?
He smells absolutely fabulous now. Oh, well, anything's an improvement.
You
but
guys are knocking these things out pretty quickly.
Still got a place or two to. Well, I think we've got a couple of houses on the other side of the.
Yeah, we can keep
They-
following
Yeah.
this road north here and pick
And
them out as we go.
The castle as well. So.
A couple more of your towers as well that you so love exploring, Rigby.
All right, come on, guys. Let's go check out these other ones up
Man,
here.
what did the Gabi drop off the pumpkins and stuff?
Yeah, she did that. Gobby dropped them off. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I did that while you were dropping off the goblins.
And
Okay.
dropping off the perfume on Krusk.
Alright. So yeah, I'm going to
Blick and
go
Flick,
explore.
we're happy to see the other goblins as well.
Oh, that's like a family reunion. Okay.
Oh, it is. Of course it is.
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. I found our
Alright.
tokens. All right. So yeah,
Going up the path, it looks like.
I'm following behind Rigby, of course.
Of course.
All right.
you are. And
Let's
your
check
little
out-
companion is also following.
Let's check. Let's see what swinging sign hangs from this door. From
Now
this
that you
house.
ask, there is no. Fuck you.
Alright.
There is no sign up in the grass.
These people apparently weren't going to play the swinging sign game.
It's a plaque bolted against the
Oh
wall.
God.
Yeah, that's exactly it. What Gabi had said. There is a sign that is literally bolted to the front of the residence by the door, and it says, "Welcome to the Aganor residence." Agganor. Welcome to the Aganor residence.
This place seems to be intact too, from the looks of the outside of it.
Yeah, the cottage. All of the shutters are pulled, tight. You kind of check the door. The door's locked. You can't see inside. And on the door itself, there are row upon row upon row of these ornate runes that are burnt into the door.
No, all right. No.
Hey, Nix, come check this out.
They're beautiful, decorative. They look like.
I'm going to look at these rooms from my training's perspective in the magical, mystical arts, Dave. Make an Arcana check or something, maybe. I don't know.
Anybody here speak infernal language?
No.
Let me check.
I should.
I got a bunch of languages. I don't think that's one of them, though. Nope.
I don't even remember what tab that's on. Under notes, no inventory. No.
How long you been playing Fantasy Grounds with me now, bud?
I found it. No, I do not speak the infernal languages.
It's on the should be the notes tab, I believe.
Yeah, it's on the abilities actually.
Abilities tab. Oh, there it is. At the very bottom. Yeah. Just a bunch of runes and symbols that are on this door. Now let me show you what these symbols look like. Wow, this is going to be awesome. First time we're using the Fantasy Grounds language.
Drum roll.
There it is. This is exactly these are the rows and rows and rows and rows of symbols that are burnt into this door.
Oh my goodness.
What do you make of this, Nix?
I don't know.
Copy?
If you give me a while, I could probably perform a ritual of sorts. Maybe conjure up some sort of demon to read this to me.
Someone understood it.
Uh-oh. Well, I will actually prepare a ritual then, I guess, Dave. I have comprehend languages. I can cast as a ritual.
Well, while
I
they're
heard Draven say, "Oh my goodness."
Oh God.
while they're
this
doing
language,
all
Filter.
this, I'll just walk up to the door and knock on it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it says, but whoever wrote it had very pretty handwriting.
I'll just knock on the door. I mean, this is the first one we've come to that's fully intact. I'll go up there and be like, knock, knock, knock. Is anyone home? We are not here to hurt you.
Give it a minute.
There's a boulder in the backyard and in the crops. Maybe they fled at first sight.
There's no answer at the door. A couple of minutes go by, Draven.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure. No sense in busting in someone's home when they could, like, open the door for us, possibly.
Yeah.
Well, then, very well. We're not here to harm you. We are going to go to the castle to see if we can get reinforcements out here to help start repairing the town if you're in there. We are driving the goblins off. And the giants are not here any longer.
While he's doing that,
I love how he keeps adding stuff on. And the Giants aren't here any longer. But no, you hear nothing. You don't hear anything. And I'm sure you'd be listening rather closely as well, Draven. But you hear no movement inside or anything. It's quiet.
I go for a lap.
Still.
I go for a lap around the house while he's doing that.
Nothing.
And while they're doing that, I give our winged cat friend some of the squash that I got.
As you're walking around Rigby, all of the windows are boarded up, like I was saying, and they're all they're all latched and they're hunkered down, man.
Is all this thing to be done from the inside?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. You have your glass window, and then there's the inside. There is the wooden shutters on the inside of the glass.
What do you think, Draven?
They're all latched up and locked and everything else.
You want me to try to get it open, or do we want to leave it?
Well, those runes bother me. I say this doesn't look like to be in any immediate danger. It doesn't look like the goblins have been inside of here, so I say we leave it. We're not here to ransack the town.
Of course we're not, Draven. Of course we're not. I look at Rigby with kind of like a disappointed look upon my face.
Worried that someone is injured inside and can't get to the door.
Yes, Draven. What about injuries? Maybe
considering there's no boulder damage, there's no goblin damage, I'm not that concerned about someone being injured as I am in the other places.
It's gonna be a tough nut to crack. Let's proceed on then, shall we?
All right.
I can sense Oathbreaker in about another 10 sessions or so. I love it.
Let's check out this damaged building here, the next one.
So,
Not
it's-
a-
the only thing that's not destroyed is this hanging sign that says "Welcome to the Welcome to the Summerhawk residence." And this small little cottage has quite a few flower pots, and you can see that the flower pots are just literally destroyed. But on all of the hanging down from the overlapping part of the roof, there are these little hanging pots that have all kinds of bright and colorful flowers and vines growing out. And the house itself is quite colorful as well. So you're probably thinking this would not be, your typical human type of home. But you know that everybody give me a history check.
This
And
looks
in fact-
like your type of place there, guy.
Yeah, and give me a history check, and plus, well, actually, nice roll there, Rigby. As Rigby's kind of digging around, you find there's some evidence. This is a halfling family, basically, and it looks like there's a male, a female, and a couple of children, 4 to be exact. So they were all, holding hands in the picture, in the portrait, and they're all halflings.
Hey guys, I think a family of halflings lives here, or used to live here anyway.
Alright, I'm gonna go peek
They love
into
flowers, though.
to the open air bath or whatever we got going on over here.
Yeah.
This whole side of the house
It is,
destroyed.
and there's flower pots destroyed everywhere.
Can I see the interior of the house from
you can.
this open side?
Yeah, you definitely can.
No visible halflings.
Yeah, the huge rock fell in the front room of their home. Once again, you can see. Well, you can actually see that there is a dead female halfling.
Oh my god!
So it looks like, the mother has perished, unfortunately.
Is she the only body?
Yeah.
That we can see.
Yeah, just her head is under the rock, basically.
I want to take that picture, and as long as it's not like giant or anything,
Sure,
put it in my
it
backpack.
has the Summerhawks, inscripted on the, and then it has the name of Tella Summerhawk, Larlo Summerhawk, which is the husband, and the names of the 4 children, whatever names you want them to be named.
All right, I'm gonna study them in the photo in case we happen to run across them at some point.
Sure. Anything else you guys are here? You guys, are you guys? I know a couple of you said you're searching around, so everybody that's searching, give me investigation checks, please. Or you can give me
I'm not.
perception
As
checks.
soon as I saw the dead body, I kind of backed away, Dave. Let these fellows rummage about corpses and whatnot.
I am not searching, but I am preparing to give last rites or say the prayers over the dead body or any others that we find.
I heave a deep sigh as he starts this time of bullshit.
Yeah,
again.
you don't find anything else, Rigby. Nothing else.
I'm giving Kitty
But
a
it does look
comforting
like this
petting.
place has been ransacked. It does look like goblins have been here.
I don't see anything else in here, guys. So as soon as Draven's done saying his, giving the last rites here, let's move on to this other one.
Rigby, Gabi, were you kind of looking around as well, or?
No, I'm giving the kitty a comforting pet.
Okay.
This place looks unharmed as well,
Yeah.
Rigby.
Welcome to the Hulvarn Farm.
All right, okay.
And that's the Hulvaarn, the Hulvarn Farm. And this is a beautiful cottage, and inside of the fence, they have a huge turnip and potato garden, and there are just vines everywhere in this garden. Now, as you are kind of looking around at the cottage, it definitely looks like more something of where humans, would be living. There's no damage to the exterior of the cottage. No type of bombardment holes in the.
Right.
But there is one huge rock that fell in the garden, and unfortunately, you can see that there is a corpse along with
Oh
that
my
rock.
God.
Yes.
Are we sure it's a corpse and not a scarecrow?
It is definitely a corpse
Oh,
because you
God.
can kind of smell the death.
Flies and shit
Yeah.
around it, yeah.
Why don't you
And-
go check out that corpse, Draven?
Hmm.
These giants must have had very good
I will go over and say prayers over this body over here.
Okay.
You need a boosty to get over this fence here, buddy? Okay. I give him a little boosty.
Cottage door hangs open.
Hey, Gobby, you want to add some turnips and potatoes to that bag of yours there?
Oh, this meal is turning into a feast.
It is.
Yes, we definitely could. I'm sure Kella would appreciate it. She did give us a fine feast this morning.
I'll go.
It's
I'll
almost noon, so everybody's going to be making con rolls from the delayed poison. I love it. I love messing with you guys. You guys are such great sports.
Let's see you, Rigby.
I'm gonna slowly open this door and take a peek inside.
Sure.
Make sure there's no goblins
Yeah,
moving
you
around.
push the door open, and it looks like the goblins have already searched everything in here. Tables turned, drawers opened, clothes overhanging, off of the, the lamps, and it looks like they were playing probably tag in here too. So there's a couple of broken, hollowed-out pumpkins in here as well. So everything looks ransacked though.
I give it the quick once through and then head back out.
Sure, give me a check. Investigation, perception, whatever you want. Probably perception. That's the one that you're quadruple proficiency in anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm double in perception and deception.
All right. Find nothing. So, we're going to go and take a break right now. So, I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes
13
or so.
minutes and 30 seconds.
I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, see you guys in 10. You guys just checked out the Summerhawk residence.
Yeah.
Now you're at the Holvarn farm.
That's right.
These,
Rigby was just coming out, and I'm leaning up against the fence watching Draven perform his last rites above this unidentified human body, I suppose.
the farm, is producing potatoes and turnips. No damage to the cottage, except for the rock that fell and killed one of the Holvarns that was tending to the crops, of course, Wicked Witch style. The cottage door's open. Rigby looks in. Looks like the goblins have already searched everything for treasure. Like I was saying, it just looks ransacked.
Alright, I'll wait for everybody to get done.
Nothing
and
destroyed, on fire, anything like that.
Okay. We'll wait patiently up here for everyone to finish up what they're doing.
Looks like Draven's praying, and I think Gobby's picking some turnips and potatoes, right?
Yeah, she was taking it back to Kella, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta randomly do that every once in a while. I guess.
After Rigby comes out, I look about. Not much left to explore, Rigby. I don't think there's a graveyard or back behind here somewhere. More towers for you to go spelunking into.
Yep, I think we're almost done searching the town. Then we can maybe sit down for lunch.
Indeed. Hopefully, Kella's got something special prepared for us, seeing as we brought her all sorts of groceries. I expect a pumpkin pie, at least.
Okay, well, I will finish up and rejoin the others.
Easy there, Draven. That fence is a little high, brother.
Let me help you over that.
Draven's just flying over this fence.
There could be a little gate door.
Okay, well, let's say there is.
I mean,
And
is
out
there
of
a gate door,
character.
Raven? I mean, what do? Jump over or go through the gate door?
I'll go through the gate door.
Okay, because I was going to make you do an acrobatics check if you were to stumble over. So.
And out of character, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen that wild chicken.